What's up, creators? It's your boy Mad Mike. On today's episode, we're gonna be yanking the 440 big block that I yanked out of a motorhome, and we're gonna be trying to stuff it into this 1974 Plymouth Cuda. So stay tuned, check it out. Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Mad Mike. I like to build fun things, muscle cars, kit cars, retro style dirt bikes. I love bright colors, I like cool things. So yeah, today we're working on the 1974 Plymouth Cuda. We started off with just a shell, and there was no doors, no fenders, no front end, no K-member, no rear end, no trunk lid, no glass, no interior, no steering column. There was nothing. This was a bare bones 74 X drag car Barracuda. I'm gonna be turning it into like an AAR Tribute car with maybe a bit of a twist. We might either do like a ratty looking AAR or do a really nice restoration and just have it looking pretty clean. So today we are gonna be dragging the 440 big block that I got from across the yard in that shed right there. And it's covered in snow on the driveway. That might help me out, I'm not too sure. Sorry about the lighting. Don't know if the snow's gonna help me out or not, so I'm gonna have to try to rig up something with some skis that I got back from my girlfriend here. So I got some blade skis there that I made for her wheelbarrow wheels to go in there to try to see if that would work, and didn't work that great. The concept was good, so we're gonna drag those skis, put them underneath a sheet of plywood, put the 440 big block, because it's got a 727 transmission mounted to the back of it right now, so it's really heavy. It's on a dolly, but we got to get it onto some kind of a platform and drag it from the shed into the shop. That was a mouthful. All right, so come along for my day and let's see what we can do. 440 out of the shed and into the Cuda. Alright, guys and girls, welcome to the Mad Lab. Today we're working on the 74 Cuda. We're gonna get the 440 across here, but before we try to figure out how to get it from the shed into here, let's show you what I got going on inside here. So these are some Fenderwell Headers that I got for my 440. They came off of a 70 Plymouth Duster drag car that I had. So I want to try to fit these onto the E-body Cuda chassis. So that's the main reason I want to get the 440 in here, mount these Fenderwell Headers, or hopefully mount them and see if they'll work, or if I gotta cut and box in some areas, see if I got enough clearance for my tires to turn when the headers are back there. But I want to run these into some mufflers or something for a street application, so that'll be fun. That's the main reason we're getting the 440 mocked up inside the Cuda today. Just going through all the parts, dragging these out of some storage units I have. Got some 70s style taillights there. I kind of prefer the round version on the 72 and up. I don't know, I think that looks sick. So I got a set of those anyways, given those by a subscriber, which is super cool. Some old wooden steering wheels. Focus, eh? Come on, focus. There you go, you can kind of see it. Gauges and headlight bezels, headlights, tons and tons of parts just kicking around here. So we're gonna move all this crap, and we'll see if we can drag that 440 from the shed and get it over into here. Oh, and by the way, it's -3 in the shop. It's -3 in the shop today, and outside is about -8, I think, or something like that, so it's cold. Okay, so we got step one all complete. I got the sled fabricated for the 440. Kind of give you a little glimpse of what I did here. Just took a sheet of plywood, a couple 2x4s, some exhaust hangers for some hook points for my ratchet straps, and on the underside, we have attached some blade skis. All the weight's gonna be pretty far forward, so hopefully this works out, and yeah. All right, so I'm gonna stop yapping. I'm gonna put the camera down, remove the whole front end, and step two will be, I guess that's step two. Step three will be trying to get the 440 out of that shed and drag it across the yard into the Mad Lab. Well, that took no time at all. I got the two front fenders off, as well as the lower valence, the header panel, upper rad support, cross member, whatever you want to call it. Gonna leave the lower one in there for now. Actually, I'm gonna pull that out because I'm gonna mock up the inner fenders and the new rad support that I have. Lots more room now, so getting the motor in with the transmission is gonna be a breeze. You can see some old markings from when this used to be a drag car. So the positive negative cable would go through the firewall there. And the rot down at the lower end of the door hinges is more present now. So every time I unbolt the panel, I see more work, but that's nothing. That'll take no time at all to fix. All right, so now that we got the whole entire front end off, we're ready, I think, to go try to rig up this 440 onto the skid that I made with the blade skis and see if I can drag it over. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. I got the car pushed back as far up against the wall as it will go. It's a 20 by 20 shop, so it's pretty tight in here. To have enough room with the 440 and the transmission and my engine crane here to be able to spin it around to mount it inside the engine bay, it's going to be pretty tight. To maximize room, I got it pushed up against the back wall there. I got everything off the front end, so I got lots of room there. Probably got about 4 feet, 5 feet, maybe at most. So I think we're in good shape, but I'm gonna go ahead and remove the front bumper because it's gonna stop us from being able to kind of swing our jack around and get the motor in there easier. I'd like to leave it on because I can pull it around and tow it around, but it's 4 bolts. So I'm gonna go ahead and just yank that off. And then we got enough room for the 440, the engine crane, and access to get the motor in with the transmission. So we can go ahead and mock up these Fenderwell headers. That's all taken care of. I'm not gonna bore you with removing the front bumper. Next, we're going over to the shed and we're gonna be yanking out the 440 big block. Let's go see what we got going on in the shed here. That's where the 440's at. Got a bit of an uphill battle Got the trusty ATV ready. Without this, I don't think I'd be able to get it up to the Mad Lab. So it's good to have this around. Got my little dolly that I created, or sled, with the blade skis on it. So I got a hook point right here that I can wrap the strap around. Then I got 2 exhaust clamps that I'm gonna use to ratchet strap the motor down. So there it is. Inside here, there's the engine run stand that I made for the 440, so I was able to fire it up just on a run stand and make sure everything works good, which it does. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Babe, can you hit this throttle here a little bit? Just kind of throttle it out a little bit. Oh yeah. No way, a little bit more. Give it some pepper. We're putting the 440 big block inside the Cuda. No way. Got the new 727 transmission mounted on the back with a long tailstock. This is the 727 that came with the 440 with the short tailstock. So the 440's been in here all winter long. We're gonna get it ready to get outside, bring it over to the Mad Lab. I did paint this up before the winter, primered it, degreased everything, but it's starting to flake off on the valve covers. Focus, there we go. Starting to flake off on the valve covers and stuff, so I might just pressure wash this all down in the summertime and paint it again, or just leave it ratty, I don't know. That's it. It's a big motor, big heavy motor with the transmission on it, mounted to the engine stand that I've kind of modified. So hopefully the width of this engine stand will slot right in between that frame I made. I'll ratchet strap it down, and the weight should be directly over top the skis. So fingers crossed this all works out good. Moving these big heavy motors around is a bit of a mission, but it is winter and there's snow on the ground, so I think sliding it on this sleigh I made is gonna be really good. Sorry if I'm slurring, my lips are frozen. It is -10 or more out right now and it is cold. So let's just get everything hooked up. Might wait for my girlfriend so that she can drive the ATV. She's good at that, and that'll help me out, and I can straddle the motor, guide it, and drag it into the Mad Lab. That might break. That might bust through the plywood. That's a lot of weight. Wow. All right. All right, we got Sarah helping in on the ATV. We're gonna drag the 440 onto the sleigh and see if we can get her into the Mad Lab. Inside the Mad Lab to be able to bring the engine inside. We're gonna try to get it right in front of the doorway here and then either winch it in or try to drag it in. So Cuda's ready, the shop's ready. Let's go ahead and see if this is gonna work. 440 complete with a transmission. I don't know what that would weigh, maybe close to 1,000 pounds. So let's see what happens here. We're all rigged up. That's perfect, yep. Okay, I likey. Should I ride it in or just guide it in? Keep going, yeah. Keep going. Looks awesome. This is the Canadian way to go tobogganing.
Gonna ride that down the mountain.
I could probably dog sled it. I could hop on the back of it.
Yeah.
All right, we got her a good distance. Let's get her home. That worked like a charm. Did a little 440 sledding. We got her in front of the Mad Lab. Now, we just gotta figure out how to get it inside there. I think we're gonna be able to drag it in. You put the strap on it, and I tried kicking and let me pull you right now. Let's do it. Let me know if you want me to stop. We now officially have the 440 big block out of the motorhome inside as I get whipped in the butt inside the Mad Lab. So I think that might be it for today's episode. Don't know if you guys can see me here, but thanks for watching. In the next one, we're gonna be putting this motor inside the engine bay. Thanks for watching. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys next time. Ciao, ciao!